Max and Ruby and Sam. 0004. So Doofy tells me this show is like Arthur, but just for like smaller children and with rabbits. Hey, if it doesn't contain any big hits, I'm fine. So this poster was brought to my attention by someone who was really afraid of the pictures. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, that is slightly better than Correntosoni, wouldn't you say? Hear that sound? That's the sound of my next few sleeps being filled with night terrors. Before we get to that, I must make one joke. These two look kind of,
Hey up, I think I shouldn't have had those naughty special candies at the disco.
Okay, but let's see if the pasta's any good. Probably not, because this was sent to me. So it was Christmas, and things were getting busy, apparently. The protagonist needed to start shopping. Wait. Christmas is gone, man. Who are you buying presents for? Chin Chin? Oh, actually, they had to buy presents for their little cousin. Merry Christmas a month later. She apparently liked shit like Papa Pig and My Little Pony. God damn it, is there no escape from bony pastas? Nah, thank God we say this is trouble because the kid loves Max and Ruby the best. Oh look, they're really forcing this foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. I should never do puns again. So apparently a Max and Ruby DVD would be perfect. Well, not perfect, but it would be really good. I mean, if you're gonna be perfect, Jordan, get out right now. So the protagonist goes on eBay and then realizes, okay, yeah, you can't really trust the conditions of things off eBay. Okay, Pasta, you have a smart protagonist and creepy pictures. Don't fuck this up. So the protagonist was worried it would be shitty quality or broken until they got it. You're in a creepypasta. There's much worse things you can worry about. Protagonist got the package, which was covered in grease and stains. God damn it, guy who sent it. Stop eating Cheetos while packing shit. So the protagonist opened it up to find something they could not explain. A DVD! What? I mean, I can explain it. It's a DVD. It's a disc with certain programs brought onto it so it can play specific footage or whatever happens to burn it onto it. I don't know. I don't go to school for that shit. Now, explaining the cover is a lot more difficult to explain. Those look like Pikachu if you drained all the color out of it. And what's with the eyes? So apparently on the back of the box there were just like 4 episodes with blunt titles. Wait. Doofy, did you make this? Alright, no talking rule still in effect. So the protagonist does the smart thing and watches the episodes over before showing them to their 4-year-old cousin, and in an actual shocking move, the episodes are completely normal. That's it for today. The end. Da 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 da. That's how my theme song goes, right? The only odd thing was that the DVD menu was shitty. No company really cares about that shit. You already bought the shit when you noticed this, so hell, they could make that shit a notepad and you wouldn't give a fuck. So the protagonist decides to give it to their cousin, but to make it nicer for them, he switches out the cover to something they found on Google Images. Let me mention this for the 3rd time. This is the smartest creepypasta protagonist I've seen so far. Maybe they're a superhero, the brain, able to make competent decisions. I'm sorry, but I'm not used to people thinking in these. They left the title screen alone because, well, there was no issue with the title screens. I mean, it's not like anything scary was there. It's just text. Nobody's scared of text. This is like those comments, like they say you're gonna kiss somebody in like 5 days. And they're like, well, the Dracula's gonna come if you don't do that, so they get scared. Christmas went by and wait, what? Did you not mention that Christmas already went by? Come on, I made a joke about it. So the cousin was happy to get the DVD, and on a later date, when the protagonist was able to babysit, they actually got to show it to her. So the kid was watching episodes 1 through 3. When the protagonist left the room, the kid watched episode 4. Don't do it. It's the title of the creepypasta. Something bad's gonna happen. I blame it on her, but, well, she's only 4. So the cousin screams and curls up on the floor. If you saw this fucking thing, you'd also do that. I'm not getting over that. It's creepy. So this is the most disturbing thing the protagonist has ever seen. Well, if you never went to B or Space Sticks, then I believe that. And that joke's gonna be out of date in like 2 years, maybe. So Max and Ruby had lost their noses and mouths, and their eyes were replaced with holes. Well, to be honest, are they that much scarier than the actual Max and Ruby? I mean, look at their faces. Ew, that looks weird. I don't like them. So there was static noise in the background. Know what else is in the background? 1 and 0. Anyone notice that? I'll tell you what it means. Another 1, pasta 0. Because I win.
No, you don't.
Shut up. So the sound was replaced with the Max and Ruby theme backwards. Because of course it was. Is anything not backwards in Lost Episodes? I mean, when you think about it, what's Lost Episodes backwards? The answer is Cetosipazole. What does that mean? I don't know. Could be an undiscovered chemical or something. If one of you people is science and discover a new chemical, could you name it Cetosipazole? Yes, thank you, yes. So the DVD turns itself off, the protagonist immediately goes to calm the fucking cousin, and this fucker's smart, and says that it's not real, and all of a sudden the protagonist thinks it is real? Okay, they're still competent, just had a brain fart, I hope. Later on, wait, what? What happened to your cousin? Give us more details. What did she say? Was she angry? Was she sad? Was she died? Did she pray to the good Lord Jinjin? Was she traumatized? Okay, that one's a no-brainer. Even I'm traumatized by that. Give us more details anyway. So the protagonist's parents left the house, so they had some time to watch Satan's bunnies fuck about. So now episode 4 isn't episode 4 anymore. Now it's called Rip Mommy and Daddy. Check the back of the box. Maybe it says lovely pictures now. But about those graves, those are odd names for years. I'm pretty sure they're not even numbers. Not completely, though. So the cousin was asleep and not having nightmares, which is stretching my suspension of disbelief really hard. So the protagonist decides to watch more Max and Ruby. Apparently every episode has 3 stories in it. 666 is dividable by 3. And the show was already the devil, so this makes it worse. I mean, a lot of things are divisible by 3, but this one in particular makes the most sense. So Max and Ruby were playing in the garden and their parents were watching. However, the sound was backwards and the parents were sad. Maybe the parents were in timeout and weren't allowed to speak. You hear that, Doobie? They have respect!
I don't.
Shut up! So there was film grain all of a sudden, because this is an art film now. Look out for the Brows Held High review. And the father spoke. It's such a shame. Did I fucking stutter when I told you can't talk, you son of a bitch? Then it cut to black, because of course it did. It always cuts to black. It doesn't do a curtain wipe or fade to black or anything. It just cuts to black. This is lazy editing. And there was the sound of a scream, followed by the sound of someone choking. Oh shit, I think I voiced this episode. So now the black screen cut to white. Hey, at least it's original. And it's the opposite of black, so it must be right! What do you mean this video is getting taken down for racism? Now a gravestone with the words Rip Mommy and Daddy on it was there. No, his name was Rip Van Mommy Daddy. Maxie and Rube had no faces. Their faces fell off. It's a common disorder.
You dropped your face!
So now they're just standing there. Menacingly. They're really paying a lot of attention to that headstone. And it's taking a while to intensify. No sound! Why are you even watching this for a solid minute again? Alright, the night terrors your cousin isn't having. Then it cuts to black? Is the protagonist getting whiplash here? Because I am, and all I'm seeing is text. Now the sea changed, so why cut to black? Just cut to the next scene. I know no one is smarter than the protagonist in Creepypasta Land, but dear lord, the editor is incompetent. Well, Max and Ruby were in Ruby's room, sobbing, and there's whispering in the background. I'm pretty sure that if some disembodied voice started fucking whispering Sweet Apple Massacre to me again, I'd kill myself. All of a sudden, murder scenes flashed on the screen. We should make a Lost Episode drinking game, because you guys would have passed out on by now and I would be able to stop reviewing this. So the dad pulled out a knife out of his neck. Wow, that is a really uncomfortable place to keep those. Don't those, like, pants have pockets? Or would you rather keep it away from your dick by potentially slicing your throat? I actually can't blame you for that one. So the dad hit the mother with the bloody axe, and then she came back to life. I didn't know axes had healing properties. Hold on a second. Well, Trap's dead. Thank you, Pasta. Mother Dearest walked up to the stairs, and the whispers were getting louder. Oh, I was completely wrong. The whispering was a part that intensified. All of a sudden, most of the whispers cut out and it was one whisper left. That Whisper was a woman screaming, burn in hell? Okay, number one, that wasn't in Sweet Apple Massacre. Number two, how does one scream while whispering? Finally, number three, who the fuck does this woman think she is? Telling me to burn in hell. You go drown in heaven. Well, at least it's backwards. So Max hangs himself. Jesus, why do that when you could have just jumped off the roof? I mean, you'll be dead. You won't have to clean up. So they fade to black. Oh, thank God. The editor learned how to use transitions. Now the static was really fucking loud. I mean, it's louder than Doovie during Scream Day, okay? Well, maybe it's not that loud. I mean, Blonic Yells exists. Ruby walks in on Max. Wait, why did the pasta phrase it like he was masturbating? He fucking killed himself. Maybe it was meant to be autoerotic strangulation. So Ruby screams, because that's exactly what this pasta was missing. More screaming. I'm just glad that Doovie didn't supply it. Oh, Max didn't kill himself yet. He was waiting for Ruby to enter the room. Apparently. Apparently the picture of Ruby's face was on screen for like 5 minutes. Just spent like 5 minutes doing nothing. It's really, really fucking boring. Then, yet again, the screen cut to black. Why do I get the feeling that this was edited by someone face rolling on the keyboard? Ruby was in the garden and there were 2 headstones. One read RIP Mommy and Daddy, and the other one was RIP Brother. Wow, she didn't even mention his name. That's cold. At least Shrapnel's grave says RIP Shrapnel. Big idiot asshole. The episode was over and the protagonist was about to kick the DVD out of the house when it showed this picture. Again, but only this time saying death is our only release. Well, if you're playing a Nuzlocke, yes, but if not, they're just being sent out in the wild. The protagonist says that they made the decision to destroy it and immediately realizes that it was stupid. At least they were smart enough to know that they were stupid. Protagonist at least kept these nightmare fuel screenshots. Nothing odd happened for a few days, but in a few days, someone sent the protagonist a letter. It said the words, "Death is our only release." Why the hell did you send them this? Couldn't you write something like, "I'm going to kill myself," or "Can we get a burger sometime?" Or "I'm wearing blue socks," instead of this like emo bullshit? Well, that was Max and Ruby 0004. I like the pictures. The parts where the protagonist actually did things other than watch a homemade movie was pretty interesting and fun. But other than that, this pasta was like full of cliches. I'm going to stop pretending that I have reviewer cred and leave you with this picture. GG, Max boy. GG.